Ghetto's areas. Well, I've trialed a few warplanes now and this bit just draws me back every time. In purchasing it and joining up.
Bully for you, old chap. That's really good to hear. I'm glad, very glad to hear that. Thanks for letting me know. Uh, 49 Lexar, copy.
Yep, check.
Okay, well I've just received a nice message from Ghetto. Well, I've trialled and I now have the spit. And the spit just draws me back every time. I'm purchasing it and joining up.
Oh, nice. So does that mean he's gotten to the bottom of the issues or just worked out how to cope with the issues?
No, that was a different pilot whose name escapes me because they always do, but that was a different pilot. Can't think of what his name was now, but yeah. Steggy, yes, that was Steggy. Well done, thanks Ghetto, yes, that was Steggy.
Yes.
And he is getting round it, but I still, there's something definitely amiss that he should have to do these things to get round the issue. There's something very odd about that. I don't know whether it's his stick, but he's got the same stick as me. I don't understand what issues he'll be having, unless of course there's sort of double mappings going on, but I'm sure he's checked for all that. Taxiing to runway. So Ghetto, yeah, this is a Thursday night. I think you might have caught it last week, I'm not sure, that we're doing Thursday and Sunday this week instead of Friday and Saturday. I'm in late again because I was dealing with an issue to do with the sim that I believe is being caused by the sim shaker seat. I'm pretty sure I've nailed roughly what the problem is. I've then got to nail how to deal with it. Oh, I don't know if I've incurred damage, but I've just found a crater, a bomb crater in the taxiway. Found it by jumping through it. And I think it has caused me damage.
You might have taken some damage. I have removed the units that were firing. It was the artillery down to the southwest, but they're now clear.
Okay, I think it must have damaged me. Oh, perhaps it hasn't.
Yeah, I was expecting tomorrow and Saturday. Saw you go live and was like nice.
Yeah, well, I actually forgot that we were doing Thursday and Sunday because I was caught up trying to sort out this issue that I was having. I sort of forgot what day it was really. Well, not what day, but I forgot we were going to fly on Thursday. I always know when it's Thursday because that's when I have my spag bol. And now I also have my sim shaker working and know how to cure the issue when it occurs. Okay, I'm going to go for the units that are to the east of the airfield. There's 7, if they're not been destroyed, there's 7 BTRs for me to go for. I often am able to get all 7 of them, but we'll see. But they will shoot back at me, as has been proven by the fact that they are. Well, that's nice. I got that second one. I didn't think I would. 3 to go. They are hitting me, so I might lose my engine. That's what usually happens when they start hitting me. There's still that one left, and I've got definite engine damage. Oh, it might be 2 left. I think I'm down to small calibre now. There's 2 left. One left. And hopefully he's partially damaged, so might not have the same firing rate as he would have had. Have I got enough ammo? Will my engine give out? That got him. RTB. Fine on RTB, coming in on 2-6.
Roger that, I'm engaging T-55s over to the west.
Copy that. I've just got rid of the 7 RTBs over on the east. They've hit me, so I need to come in. I think I'll issue in smoke oil. I mean oil smoke.
Yeah, I think you said you destroyed the 7 RTBs as well. I presume you meant BTRs.
Yeah, that's because I was conscious of RTB ASAP. Yeah, BTRs. I've got no gear. Perhaps I have got gear, but it's just that the gear indicator's not working. Can't tell. Gear's folded, props bent, well broken. Can't tell whether I had gear or not at that time. However, I'm down okay, so that's all right.
Be good.
I'm going to get rearmed on the airfield, on the runway.
Request repair. Copy. Request rearming. Unable to comply.
Oh, I've obviously got a leak or something, so they won't rearm me if I'm leaking fuel or something. I can't see that. I couldn't see it earlier on. So I'll just have to accept that's what it is. Not sure what happened there. What's that? Did I just take my flaps up? Perhaps I did. Perhaps that's what caused me to lower myself onto the runway. I was being held up by my flaps. 100 seconds and all this movement and noise will stop. Oh. Not sure why it's changing its mind about what sort of noises and visuals to provide. So just for clarification, Ghetto, the plan is that Thursday and Sunday replace Friday and Saturday. It's not as well as, it's just a replacement of those days. Oh, I see Steggy's with us. "30 seconds, then it'll repair me." In case Steggy's on the stream, Steggy, this is a Thursday and Sunday streamings this week instead of Friday and Saturday. I see Ghetto's in. Hello Ghetto, I see you in the spit. Lovely to see that. Bear in mind that I am in the middle of the runway, but right at the east end. So you'll be airborne. If you take off, you'll be airborne well before you get to me. I'm not sure where Steggy went, unless he's gone again. He occupied. Doesn't say that he went away. He occupied a spit. So that'll be 3 Spitfires. That's got to be good. I think I must be getting repaired. I've been repaired, I think. Yep, I've been repaired. My gear indicator is not working, so I'm going to be stuck with it. I've got to remember now that the gear indicator is not going to work. I'll have to just feel for the gear going down, which I can now because I've got the seat working. That's like so it's an incomplete repair because it didn't repair that that light. Is it switched on? Let's see if I can reach it. Yeah, the switch is on, so there's a fault there that the repair guys didn't manage to repair. Okay, 49 will be taken off on 26.
Ghetto Zebras. Hey Bill, what were the ideal RPM and boost?
For takeoff, you
7 boost, I believe. I
yeah,
remember.
yeah, 7 boost and RPM. Put your prop pitch lever to
Ghetto
fully
Zebras.
fine, fully forward,
Once
fully
taken
fine.
off,
Once taken off, then you can pull your boost back. Well, actually, your boost for takeoff wants to be in excess of 8, probably. Well, yeah, about 8, between 8 and 12 for takeoff. And with a prop pitch giving RPM of 2,700. Once you're airborne, your boost you want to set to about 7 or 6 or 7 or 7, yeah, say 7, and your RPM, bring that back to 2,700. But for takeoff, your RPM wants to be fully fine, like your your prop pitch lever wants to be set to fully fine, so it'll be like 3,000 RPM, I'm guessing, on there. So fully forward for your prop pitch, and when you take off, bring your prop pitch back to 2,700 and your boost back to 7 once you're flying. Then make sure your trims are set as you need them.
thank you.
So trim, for flight, so for takeoff, your trim wants to be one division, sorry, your nose up and nose down wants to be set to level, well, that's the way I do it, or one division of nose down, but I have it as level. And your rudder trim wants to be full right rudder. Once you've taken off, you bring your nose down trim or your nose trim to one division, slightly over one division of nose up, and your rudder trim, you bring it so that the double D of the word rudder is at the 12 o'clock mark. How does that sound? Either way, I'm about to take off on 26.
Ghetto Zebras. Copy.
Excellent. And don't forget, when you take off, if you've got my stream up at the moment, yeah, you obviously have, for takeoff, bring your stick fully back, full right aileron, and as you're throttling up, you're bringing the stick forward at the same, almost at the same rate as you're throttling up, keeping a bit of right aileron so that you don't roll over to the left until you're airborne, and then your stick wants to be like pretty much normal. As soon as you've done that, get your gear up, will cause the nose to drop, so be aware to counteract that with a little bit of back stick to counteract the nose dropping as you bring the gear up. Yeah, but you've done it all before, so you're fine, you're fine. Right, I'm going to go. that's better. Except I'll just have to reset my head tracking. Right, here we go.
Ghetto zebras. Yes, but a good refresh never hurts. Thanks for that.
I'll read that in a minute. Can't hear you properly. And then as you're in flight, adjust your nose down trim, etc. accordingly. Look, it's dropping, so I'm pulling it up. I've just reduced the nose.
Ghetto zebras. XDI is that about this bit. And gear shift. So loud, but I love that.
Yeah, refresh is always good, I agree. Right, I'm not sure if my gear's up because my gear indicator's not working. I've just told it to come up, but I haven't heard any clunking again, so I think it's up. I can't... Well, actually, yeah. Surely we have gear indicators on the wing. We've got flap indicators.
Ghetto zebras. Stage eye is here. Ghetto zebras.
Yep, I saw Steggy.
124 check, just making sure I haven't taken radio damage.
Yeah, receiving, copy. How me, you. How you, me.
Yep, received.
My gear is down. It's stuck down. Okay, I'll just report that. For anyone on my stock, my gear is stuck in the down position since my repair, so I think I'm going to have to land and reslot. Thought it was just the gear indicator light that wasn't repaired, but the gear is still down. I've just cheated and jumped out the aircraft.
Is that from the hitting the pothole?
That could actually be the cause for that. Maybe it was down whilst all the time I was flying before, but I thought it indicated up, but I don't know now. Might collapse on me now, actually, if that's the case. Actually, yeah, the pothole was before I took off. Oh dear. Okay, well, that looks like my gear didn't come down. No, well, or rather, I think the gear was down. I couldn't bring it up, but it wasn't locked down. So as soon as I hit the runway, it collapsed. So I'm gonna have to reslot because I think it's a faulty repair. You know, the repair bug. So I'm gonna reslot. I'll lose comms for a second or two. Okay, I'll see how this behaves because I've respawned in my usual spot, which is where I was respawned last time. So we'll see how this behaves. I'll get armed and get my colours changed.
Okay.
Request rearming. Copy.
I'm getting a gear indicator light now, so that's a good sign.
Good.
I think that must be Ghetto at the other end there. Yep, that's Ghetto. And apparently Steggy is in as well in a spit. Oh, I'm not seeing him on the airfield. Oh, he might have...
Complete.
He's probably spawned in at Beslan. Oh, it's not showing him there either. Okay, well perhaps he's in and out a bit at the moment. Who forgot to put his brake on then? Naughty me.
Yeah, Steggy's in the air. He's off to the far east of Beslan.
Oh, Steggy in the air is a good announcement. You know, considering the fight that he has with it. So that's really good to know. Okay, I'm good to taxi to runway. I've got to remember there's a pothole. Yeah, Ghetto. If you copy on 124, there's a bomb crater near the end of the taxiway, just before you get to the runway.
I think I read somewhere that the airfield damage does auto repair over time. It takes about 20 minutes, but I don't know where to confirm that.
Okay, that would make some sense, because obviously in real life, if there was a pothole in the runway, they wouldn't behave like a council and just leave it. They actually have to get it repaired.
Yeah.
Hello, Ghetto. I can't remember how long, or I can't be sure of how long it was since I took off and hit that pothole or that crater last time. So if I keep to the right of the runway, I think I should be safe.
Yeah.
I mean the right of the taxiway. Might have been repaired, I can't see it. It's still there. I can see it now. But Ghetto, if you read that crater, the bomb crater is probably just left of centre of the taxiway as you get to 08. In fact, if you got my stream up, there it is. Okay, Ghetto, you're away back from that pothole or that crater at the moment. You're safe. If you sort of keep to the right edge of the taxiway, you'll be safe, but you'll see it then out of the left side of the aircraft. I'll sit and wait just to observe.
Just out of curiosity, what time are you running till tonight?
Hear me at all.
Well, usual time or whatever time you're going to. Ghetto can't hear me. Sorry, Ghetto can hear me. No, I'm not hearing you on radio, Ghetto.
Ghetto zebras. Strange.
Okay, so do you want me to recheck or show you?
Ghetto
Yeah, do you,
zebras.
oh, have you been up and crashed at all tonight in your spit? Sorry, that was for Ghetto really. I should be speaking on the stream now because he's not got radio.
Ghetto zebras. Well, I have VoIP PTT bound. And on channeling.
Okay, so have you flown the spit tonight and crashed it?
Ghetto zebras. No.
Oh, okay. Because that can happen. You can lose the radio if you go back in the same slot after you've crashed the aircraft. but so you're. Let's have a look at the VoIP.
Ghetto zebras. Should I rest not?
You might have to, but I can't see why, because you haven't crashed, so you shouldn't have an issue. Stand by. So you got R1 R.1 VoIP PTT. You've got that one mapped, yeah? Okay, receiving, that's good.
There we go.
Okay, so that bomb crater, oh, it actually looks like it's been repaired. So, oh no it hasn't, hang on. Right, that bomb crater is still there. It's like, I don't know, 50 feet maybe, I'm guessing, before you get to the actual runway. And if you keep to the left, the right of the taxiway, if you can, that's going to be your safest bet. So move over to the right of the taxiway and follow the edge, the right edge of the taxiway. You should avoid that bomb crater, because I'm sure it broke my undercarriage last time. That looks good. If you can hold that and go straight and keep yourself off the grass along that edge of the runway, you'll be safe from that bomb crater. If you look out of your cockpit now, you might see it over to the left. That's it, you're clear, you're past it. Not that you'll need it, but just for fun, Ghetto, do you know how to get your Morse code light working? I can let you know if you don't know. Not that you need it, but it's just a bit of fun.
Ghetto zebras. I see the switch.
Okay, so if you can eyeball my stream for a minute.
Don't know how to use.
Okay, so there's three switches, if you like, on this block. Hang on, I'm speaking on radio. I should be speaking on the stream. Right, there's three switches on this block. 1, 2, 3. That's your Morse code switch, the round one. So if you left click this one, it goes to the 12 o'clock position. Right click the other one and it goes to the 12 o'clock position. You're now in Morse code mode. If I jump out, not massively bright, but hopefully you can see that.
I do.
And what I've done is I've mapped M to that Morse code key. Like, I don't use it, but it's only for demonstration purposes, just for fun. Okay.
Anyone going off right now?
Yeah, I got it. I see that. That's great. That's good. It's not very bright, of course, but it's more than nothing. Okay. Okay, go back to radio. Yeah, sorry, I'm back on radio now.
Sweet.
Right, okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm just checking. I've got my nose down trim set. I've got my rudder trim set, and I've got my lights on. Brake is fully on. Okay, I'm gonna take brake off and start to roll. Keeping a bit of right aileron on as we go. That looked very good, Ghetto, because very often there's a tendency to swing over to the left, but if you keep a bit of right aileron on, it helps to prevent that. And yours looked good and straight along the sort of right hand edge of the runway. That looked good. We could go and beat up the BTRs on the bridge if you like. If you go too far in this direction, there are some nasty things that will go for you.
I'll follow you.
Okay, I'll turn around on your inside. I'm going to your left. I forgot to pull back my prop pitch, which I've now done. My throttle. Prop pitch back to 2700 and throttled back to about boost 7. And retrim as necessary. I'm going to come in into the target from the west. I'm quite a bit more ahead of you than I expected to be, so that's because I didn't pull my prop pitch and throttle back. Sorry about that. Have you got good viz on me? I'm extending past the target by quite a bit, so you can cut onto my inside to close the gap. So I'm going to follow the road, which is alongside the railway. Follow the road and see what I can hit in the way of those BTRs. I took some hits. They are aware of us. Oh, I didn't actually get any. Or did I? No, I didn't get any.
Toggle the safety on. Sign up now. I was coming in right behind you. Nothing worked.
I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't get any of those. I normally get at least one or two, sometimes all four, but they will now have dispersed. And I did take hits.
Going to RTD because I totally did not forget to rearm.
Oh no! I'll see if I can mark a couple with some smoke. Right, I've got one of them. Yeah, it's so easily done. The first thing to do when getting in your aircraft in this is to arm. So I'm RTB because I got damage. I've left one smoker as a marker on the road bridge. Coming into land, open the canopy, prop pitch fully fine. I'm going to slot in behind you. I'm on finals, not too far behind you. Try and keep to the left if you're, I know you're roughly centre, but we should be alright. As soon as I land, I'll start braking. I think they shot one of my tyres.
Up the flaps.
Yeah, I've got to get repaired because I'm sure they've hit my port tyre. Okay, 49 north edge of runway for repair.
Request repair. Copy. Request rearming. Copy.
Okay, I'm getting repaired and rearmed on the north edge of 08. Yeah, I was right. They clobbered my port tyre.
Rearming complete.
Ghetto, copy. Might have to. You might not be able to arm from that position. You might have to taxi to the right hand side of that whole concrete area where I spawned in, because you can't arm at every point. So if you ask to get rearmed, they just won't reply. If they reply, that's fine.
You are more than welcome to send a polite note to Ergodynamics to fix that one.
Yeah. Ghetto, the alternative to that, if you didn't want to make the journey to the end of the concrete section and then go back in the other direction to the runway, you could turn left as you off this section of standing and then go to the runway. As long as you taxi past the threshold markings, you should still be able to get rearmed at that point. Okay, I'm being repaired. That's it. I've got 2 good tyres now. All bullet holes are gone. Ghetto, be advised that the bomb crater is still there. It hasn't yet been repaired, and it's actually pretty central. I thought it was more left of centre, but it's pretty central. So either side of the taxiway should be safe.
Copy. Thank you.
Yeah, so do you wanna go back to the road bridge for those BTRs? Being as you've got a bomb on board, you might want to use them for a bit of practice. Maybe. Do you want to do that? This is so good. I've clicked onto you on the map, Ghetto, and I'm watching you. It's so good to watch and hear. I'm somewhere up the runway, so if you want to take off as you overshoot me, I'll start my run. That looked good. Moving the centre. Yep, copy that.
Nothing on your end or anything on my end. If you want to overtake, I'll follow you in again.
I can if you like, but if you know the way, you've got the bomb, so I'll just observe. Need me to show you, you know, to lead? I'll tell you what, I'll lead, and I'll just overfly without shooting at anything. Coming up on your 7. Okay, I'm going to make a turn. I'm going to overfly the bridge target and go straight on to the ground units, the static ground units beyond. And now the trouble is, your targets were dispersed. Do you want to do the static targets with your bomb?
Either one's fine. I could hit the ones in the road since they're a little more dispersed if you want. The ones in the line you could probably get a good run on with the guns.
Okay, I can see they're to the right of the road. Or at least one of them is. Okay, I'll go for a run on this lot.
Oh, wrong button. My cannons. Still remembering the keypads. Alright, go back around. Oh well, nice shot. I'll see if I can drop down with this 500-pound bomb on the first target to the road.
Yeah. That looked like a good hit to me. Yeah, you've certainly got one. It's a good view actually, because I saw you coming in. I saw the bomb fall and then the explosion. That was really quite nice to watch. Copy, I'll see you.
It's been a picture down here.
Nice.
And the hits on a few of them.
Oop, taking hits.
I got my engine. Pretty cinematic though, I'm not gonna lie.
Ghettos areas. They must have got a good hit that I didn't notice. Engine started over revving and blew.
Yeah, I think what happens,
Ghettos areas.
uh,
But a great experience.
yeah,
Cinematic.
okay, yeah, the thing about that is I think what they do is that they hit the hydraulics that allow you to control the engine revs. And it doesn't notice straight away, and it doesn't have to be a big hit, just a small bullet hole to damage that. I'm sure it must be hydraulics. Then as the fluid leaks away, eventually you lose all control and the engines rev out of control, and all you can do is control it on the throttle. From that situation, I have landed on a taxiway on here, coming from that same position. I just had a very messy landing, but I'm down and I can walk away. It's not broken. I don't think I even... Well, I need repair perhaps from I might... Well, I thought I was going to have some bullet holes in the wings, but I'm not seeing any. Moving to north edge of runway. Oh yeah, I took bullets, took hits to the fuselage. Oh, I didn't put my two things I didn't do. I didn't put my prop pitch fully fine, and I didn't open my canopy. Slap my wrist. So I'm going to get repaired just in case they've hit something.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy.
Time for me to pour a beer whilst I'm getting rearmed and repaired.
Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
Ghetto zebras. The red switch is by the petard heat, which else should be on. Ghetto zebras. I notice there's on for fuel pump.
Yeah, I put my fuel pump on. I've got a switch for that on here on my throttle unit. I've got a switch allocated to that, so I put on my fuel pump. So, and the other one is pitot heat, I think, isn't it? Hang on. Yeah, pitot heat. I mean, you only
Ghetto
really need
zebras.
pitot heat
Yes. Ghetto zebras.
and rad flaps.
And rad flaps.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't normally affect those. I think with the rad flaps position, switch in that position, they're open. But most of the time we're at reasonably low altitude, so the pitot heat is only so your pitot tube doesn't freeze up and you lose your airspeed indicator. And obviously the rad flaps, self-explanatory. Once again, if you're at high altitude, then you might want to close the rad flaps, because otherwise the engine might get overcooled. On the ground it's different. In fact, on the ground, once you've landed, I think I might have already said, you need to put your flaps up, because the flaps get in the way of your cooling radiators, so you can overheat more quickly if you leave your flaps down. So once you've landed and don't need them anymore, you need to get your rad flaps, get your flaps up. So if we were flying at altitude, there would be more of an inclination to put both of those switches to the on position, and the fuel pump, that one, I'll say for me, that's part of my startup: fuel pump and
Ghetto
fuel
zebras.
cock.
Got it.
So that, yeah, the red one in front of those two is your fuel pump, and I turn mine on and off with a switch that I've allocated on my throttle unit. I don't know if you need to leave it on all the time, but I turn it on and I don't turn it off again. don't know if you're aware, but there's also a green screen that you can put up in front of your site, not between you and the site, but on the other side of your site, that reduces glare, which sometimes you might find useful. I've never used it, but you might do. And of course, underneath the site, and well, to the left, you have to move your head to the left if you're using Track IR or whatever. But there's your intensity of your illuminated site. There's a rheostat for that. Lexor copy.
Yeah, 124 check. Sorry, I don't know if you've only just called me, or if you were trying to get my attention before, but because I had to repair it, it was, the radios didn't come back.
Okay, no, this is the first call. Just wondering what your objective is, and do you require support for it?
I don't have an objective as such. I took out some BTRs to the west. There's some T-50s over there, but they're probably going to their armour's probably a bit too heavy for Spitfire to shoot through. We could possibly go for the insurgent area, far west.
That sounds good. Yeah, okay, the insurgents. Ghetto, copy.
There's two groups of BTRs, so you might have to be careful on your approaches just so you don't fly through like a double overlap. There's some buildings, a couple of brick buildings, a couple of light buildings, but I don't think there's anything that's unpenetrable, with the exception of the brick buildings. I don't think there's nothing that's penetrable.
Okay, so Ghetto could take a bomb with him and have a go at the buildings if he wants. I don't know if he's copying this, but Ghetto, there's also the insurgents, which is a bunch of infantry with cars. And if you zoom in as you approach them, you'll see the infantry scattering, running away as you're approaching them. And there's also a couple of lines of BTRs. There's also a tower, I don't know what you call it, a defence tower with a machine gun on it. He's a bit dangerous, but if you shoot the top of the tower, shoot it properly and it will collapse. If your copies Ghetto, those units we're talking about, the insurgents area, are over to the west. It's a little bit of a flight, but not massive. Laxor, what time did we finish? Did we end up deciding upon?
I will go 2 as the latest.
2. Okay, yeah, that's good. What's the time now? Oh, right, so you got 15 minutes. Okay. That went quick, didn't it? Blimey.
About that.
I should be enough time to get there and do some stuff.
That would do go to.
Sorry, I think I spoke over you. Do again.
So realistically, I think I'm 15 minutes late. I probably should have called it at 1:30, but seeing as it's already past 1:30, I'll call it 2.
Okay. All right then. Yeah, I'll say that gives us time probably. In fact, if you get going, it's probably a good idea, isn't it? Because you're going to be slower than us, aren't you? Not sure if you're responding, but if you are, it's with the wrong button.
I think you might have dropped off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just saying that you're going to be slower than us, aren't you? So you could possibly just get yourself out there on the way, and we'll probably overtake or join you. I'm assuming you're receiving me.
Yeah, sorry, I was fumbling keys. Yeah, that sounds fine.
Copy that. Okay. Ghetto, do you copy? And Steggy, you got your ears on?
I did hear what sounded like earlier, maybe a headset or an earpiece. So they might be AFK.
Okay. I'll hang on for Ghetto, so I think Ghetto's going to join us, but I'm not sure what Steggy. I don't think Steggy's got radio on at the moment. Steggy, are you able to copy in any way?
Ghetto zebras. You don't hear me.
No, I've lost you on radio again. If you crashed and then respawned, what you need to do is select a different spawn, just select it and then select the one that you want.
That bug has actually been validated. Well, not validated. It's been replicated by one of their testers. It's just that it hasn't been passed to dev yet.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that before, didn't you? I'm sure that's one of the things you mentioned.
Be careful as you do head out west. The convoy is still active out here.
Yeah, copy that. I'm aware that they do tend to want to have a go at us. I think Ghetto's going to respawn. He's just disappeared, so yeah, he's just respawned.
Quick check.
Yep, copy Ghetto, getting you now. You're getting me?
I am. Perfect.
Okay, that's. I don't know if you caught what Laxor was saying, but that is a known bug, and it is logged, but it's not yet being attended to. But they are aware. It is confirmed. It's been replicated, and they are aware of that bug.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say it's been confirmed. They replicated it whilst I was doing stuff, but I've not seen the bug report get flagged as confirmed.
Okay, but at least you know that they know. Steggy, did you copy? You got your ears on? Okay, so Ghetto, it'll be just you and myself going to join Laxor. He's on his way because he's in a chopper. He'll be going slower than us, and he can hang on. If he gets too close, he can hang on and wait for us to arrive so we can all go at them together.
Yeah, I'm holding cutting short very slightly. It won't take you very long to get in.
No, we haven't taken off yet because Ghetto had to respawn because of the radio issue. So do what you feel.
I'm just saying, once you are in the air, it won't take you very long at all.
Okay, what's the time? Okay. But feel good to beat 'em up. Steggy's definitely got issues, ping I guess, issues, because I'm looking close up at his aircraft on the taxiway and it's like coming and going forwards and backwards a little bit, so that won't be helping his problems at all.
Yeah, Steggy has a ping of 600, so he has an issue.
Yeah, definitely. So is that just lack of broadband or what?
No, I mean, when I used to do dial-up stuff, I didn't used to have 600 ping.
Oh wow. What causes such a low ping then, or what might cause it?
It could be. I would have to be probably more involved in his connection than I am to give a proper.
Yeah, I think his network card got mentioned before.
Could be the network card, could be the cable, could be the router, could be the. Shit. That's not good.
What's happened?
124 receiving.
Yeah, copy. What's happened?
Fuck. 124 receive.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Shit.
No, he's got a lock. He's got transmit lock.
To the end of this. Should we use that one for our end screen? Probably not. If you can't hear me, I've had a DCS crash. If my mic is currently stuck on, my apologies, and it will be off shortly when DCS closes.
Okay, so Ghetto, I don't know how much of that he caught, but Lexor had a DCS crash. I suspect he won't come back in now. In theory, he's only got about 8 minutes.
Ghetto zebras. Copy. Ghetto zebras. I'm at the runway.
Yep, I see you. I'm just over halfway along the runway, so you'll be airborne before you get to me. Nice. So you're heading west, Ghetto, yeah? Ghetto, you are sort of dangerously close to the convoy there. Brake left. Because they will shoot at you. So we're going to make a turn to the right in a minute. Go west. I'm turning to the west now. Oh, copy, yeah. You're back, that's good.
Yeah, it's I won't fly. It's now 2 minutes before the cut off. I didn't think I'd get back in. I just thought I'd dive back in just to say that I won't be flying and catch you on Sunday if you're flying, if you're able to fly.
Sunday night, yeah. I'm just headed out to the part where I believe you've already been.
My last action before the game crashed was to take a pot shot at that convoy. So I think I hit one, which can give you a marker for its rough area, just so you're aware of it.
Yeah, copy that. Ghetto, I'm going to hit something. I'm not sure what it is at the moment.
I'll call it there then. Thanks for flying, thanks for hosting the server and everything, Bill, and I'll catch you on Sunday.
All good, yeah. Take care, catch you on Sunday. TTFN. Ghetto passes his goodbye, but I think I spoke over the top of him. Sorry, Ghetto.
No, when you speak, or when anyone one person speaks, you don't hear anything, but everyone else hears everyone that's speaking. So yeah, I got both of you.
Okay.
Why don't you take it easy?
Drop the bomb in that bunker there. I don't know if did anything to it. Pretty fortified.
Okay, I can hear you speaking, but as usual I've got my engine sound too loud in my own ears, so I'm struggling to make out what you're actually saying, but I know you dropped a bomb, that's good. I think you must have taken out the tower. Maybe that's what you were saying, but I can't see the tower and nothing was shooting at me.
Yeah, saw the tower go down. I tried to drop a 500-pound bomb on this bunker here, but it's too fortified.
Okay. There are some to the north. There are a couple of lines of BTRs as well. Not sure exactly where. Oh, there's a gas cylinder that I'm going to go for. I think that's what this is. There's a green patch that often has choppers sitting on it to the north. I've damaged one, it's smoking, in fact that's going to be destroyed, so that's a guide if you want to find them. Like a green helipad patch with 4 positions on it.
Winchester now. Like good hits.
Don't think I've done enough to get that second one. I'm down to small caliber now.
Copy.
White smoke? Me?
Black smoke.
Black, oh yeah, hang on, my engine's racing. They've got what I was talking about earlier on. I can only control my engine speed now on my throttle, not my prop pitch, so I'm RTB.
Copy.
There's every danger that my engine will cut after this. It's revving away, but it hasn't got much power. Got to nurse it back if I'm going to get back at all. I've got 0 oil pressure.
I've got visual on you now.
Engine just failed. Pancake. Okay, 49 down safe. It's a walk away, but that's me done.
Nicely done.
Well, I think that might be me done for the evening, although I do see I've got another viewer on YouTube. So if my YouTube viewer wants to say a quick hello, it's always nice. And for the sake of my YouTube viewer, I'm thinking of closing the stream now, unless you've got something else to say about that. If you want me to fly some more, let me know. Being that you've only just got here, I don't like to leave when someone's only just arrived. That doesn't feel very polite. So, but if you want me to do a bit more, let me know. Okay, I'm hearing ghetto.
Just what's
Trains.
that? Down safe, we lost the prop.
I was talking a bit there, ghetto. Can you repeat?
Down safely at the airfield, but I lost the prep there. When I have the flaps up at the end, I have a hard time getting it to fall out the sky.
Oh right, okay, yeah. You got to keep your speed down or get your speed down. Sometimes the speed sometimes seems to maintain for a very long time, even with the like when you cut your throttle to zero, your speed seems to still hang on. But I suppose it's because you're not just flying forward, you're also losing altitude, so you're speeding up because of that and maintaining the speed because you're losing altitude. Okay, well there doesn't seem to be any real need for me, or no real request for me to carry on flying or anything from new viewer, so I'm gonna fold it there now, which is round about our normal time. Better than that really, because I'd normally finish too late and then I'll go to bed way later than I finish. There's always something else to do before I turn in. So Ghetto and anyone else, catch you Sunday night maybe.
Ghetto Zebras. Are you signing off, Bill?
Yeah, I will now. Actually, if you've still got your radio on, I can speak on radio to remove the delay. So, are you?
Ghetto Zebras. Not spawned 1 sec. Ghetto Zebras. Oh well.
Yeah, just as we're gonna get on radio, so we got. I prefer radio because it's direct, like there's no delay. I'll just join.
Saturday.
No, it'll be Sunday. Hold on, I'm just coming in. Okay, Ghetto, you copy on radio? Jolly good. Yeah, no, it'll be Sunday will be the next time we fly. So, because this week instead of doing Friday and Saturday, we've been doing Thursday and Sunday. The following weekend, I imagine it will return to normal.
Gotcha, no problem.
Okay, well, hopefully you've enjoyed again, even more. You're flying in that jolly old Spit.
Absolutely, you can't beat it, honestly.
It's absolutely lovely, and so many people will try it and they'll think, oh no, it's not for me. And it's partly because there are things like, as I say, that famous phrase, she's a bitch on the ground. Yeah, she's not very nice on the ground, but once you get in the air, she's beautiful. And once you know how to handle her on the ground, it's okay. You know, you just do what's needed to taxi, etc., and take off. And of course, landing. I still have some really bad landings in this. I really do. So, and I don't quite know why. Maybe I lose concentration, or having had a few good landings, you don't feel as though you have to work so hard, and then you mess it up. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
careful about that flight time.
Okay, well anyway, I'm going to shove off. So I still won't be turning in until, well, at least 3:30 as far as is likely. So catch you perhaps on Sunday night, sir.
Absolutely, I'll be there.
Great stuff. Take care, mate. And for the sake of anyone else that might be watching and is not being registered on the chat, I'm going to fold now. We'll next be flying on Sunday evening. Probably not too late because obviously it's Monday the following day. So for some that's not very practicable to fly too late. So we'll probably kick off in the region of 23:30 to midnight and fold in the region of 02:30, maybe 2 o'clock, maybe 200. So we'll see. In the meantime, take care. Thanks for being there. TTFN.